K-Rino Radio. Ha. K-Rino Radio. Ha. Ha. Let's tell them about it. You're listening to K-Rino Radio on 90.1. Who is he? What is he? What does he do? Where is he from? H-Town, where the independent grind was invented. Understand, I'm the property owner, you just a tenant. KPFT is the station and location for the really special guests. Good knowledge and information for the coldest on the air. We making a strong case. If you scared of the truth, then you in the wrong place. Every Friday, 11 o'clock p.m. Central. We cooking the game, serving it up, feeding your mental. You can even call in, dial 713, backdoor with 526 KPFT. We ain't playing with them, we gon' tell it like it is, partner. Out of town, KPFT.org, yeah, we got ya. How'd I get on the airways? I know y'all like, wow, K-Rino Radio, homie, starting right about now. How'd I get on the airways? I know y'all like, wow, K-Rino Radio, homie, starting right about now.
What's up, man? We all starting right about now. Once again, as we do it every Friday night, it's your big brother K-Rino, and y'all are tuned in to K-Rino Radio right here on KPFT, man. 90.1 FM if you're in Houston. If you're in Galveston, it's 89.5. And if you want to check it out online, it's kpft.org. Now, if y'all listening, then I ain't got to tell y'all that because y'all already doing one of those things. But make sure y'all hit somebody else up and let them know to tune in right about now, man. We are here on a Friday night, joined as always by my homie, the S.P.C. OG, Murder One, behind the glass. What's up, Murder?
Yeah. What's up, man? Tonight gonna be a family night.
Family night. It's a family reunion night, man. You know, we gonna shake up the world tonight, man, for sure. And to my left, my homie holding it down on the camera work. What up, Keisto? No Regret Media in the building, man. What's up?
What's going on, K?
Man. Yeah, man.
KK to the second power.
The K and K. We didn't say the KKK. We said K and K. And that leads us into our guest for the night, man. This my homie right here. Like Murder say, it's family night, and we gonna do it in a family way. It's not too many shows where I do an interview where I don't have to have any notes. You know, I think like when Blank came on, I didn't need no notes. When Nip came on, I didn't need no notes. And my homie to my right is no exception. I don't need no notes because I've been knowing this cat since 1985, man. You know, way back in the halls of Sterling High.
30 plus.
Yeah, that's a long time,
30
man.
plus.
You know, I was walking the halls doing my thing. He was walking the halls doing his thing. And now here we are 30-something plus years later, still in the game, still doing our thing, man. This is one of the original members of the South Park Coalition. Back when I first formed it, I might have had 5 people in it. He was one of those 5. Was rapping way back in the gap with us, man. He's responsible for introducing me to Dope E, the terrorist, who created the South Park Coalition sound and connected all this together. And now here we are doing our thing. He has released, what you got, 4 or 5 albums?
Albums.
5 albums, man. Yes, and he just released a brand new solo. man, that we're going to get into and talk about tonight. This is my homie, South Park Coalition member, the one and only Mr. Rapper K is in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, man? I appreciate y'all having me out, man. It's a pleasure. And I mean, I'm just elated to be here. You know what I'm saying?
No question, man. We glad to have you here, my brother. You know how it go down, man. You know, ain't like we just like I just met you last night, last week. You know how we do it, man. And for everybody that's on Facebook Live tuning in right now, y'all can see Rapper K in the building right now. I'll duck my head in real quick, just be like, hey, what's up, man? Y'all see us in here. So check it out, man. Look, we gonna get right into it, but what I like to do, even though I mean y'all listening right now, I'm asking him questions that I'm probably gonna know 95% of the answers to, but so I'm asking these questions for y'all. You know, what I like to do is just get more into the personal level of my guests and how they came to be and doing what they doing. So we gonna ask you, man, what was your interest in rap? What got you interested in rap? Because this had to happen long before I knew you, because you was already Rapper K when I met you.
Right, no doubt. Well, what it started with me, man, was I used to write poems. I used to love to write poems, man, and I thought I was pretty good at it. And, you know, I really started watching and hearing a lot of people rapping. And, I mean, it was just the same form of, you know, writing poems. So that's basically how I got into doing, you know, to rapping.
So you was writing what kind? You was writing love poems
Man,
and
Romeo
and Juliet.
I was light skinned back then, you know what I'm saying? So I was writing those poems, and
you light skinned right now.
Right. So I was writing these poems, man, and just when I was probably supposed to be doing my schoolwork, but you know, writing these poems and to little girls, and you know what I'm saying, just whatever it was, you know what I'm saying, just.
So this is in middle school then, right?
Yeah, this was in middle school, man. I had my first performance on stage at in middle school, man, and I did Friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did the Houdini track. I had a young lady sitting on the stage, and I did the little verse about the girl, and you know what I'm saying? And then after that was done, I did my own little rap. You know what I'm saying? So it went over pretty good. You know?
So he was when we first got together, we
exactly.
knew each other.
Exactly.
Okay, I already know, man. I knew the verse when you said it, man. That's cool. Yeah, man. Rapper K is in the building, man. If y'all want to talk to him, y'all can call in at 713-526-5738. So we're gonna fast forward it up. So now you come into Sterling High. So the poetry kind of segued you into the rap game, because now we probably talking about I started in '83, so it had to be like, what year did you first start writing, not the raps, not the poems, but the raps?
Oh man, that had to be in '86, I think it was.
That was a great year.
Yeah, '86, I think it was, and I was still over at I was at Westbury. I was leaving Westbury, coming over to Sterling, because you know I started out 2 years at Westbury. And, you know, that's where I hooked up with Dope E. You know
at Westbury.
Right. Yeah. So, you know, we hooked up, and once I got over to Sterling, I hooked up with you. You know
so when did you first know, all right, man, I can't rap? When did you first test your game out in front of people? Because I think, like, starting out, that's the hardest thing to do, because you're going to sit down by yourself and write these raps out, or write this first rap out, and in your mind you like, okay, I want to say it, but at some point you got to step out in front of people, even if it's one of your homeboys, and go, hey, man, check this out.
Right.
When did you the very first rhyme you wrote, when did you decide to reveal it, and how did that all come about? And what was the response?
It might have been right around the time we was getting this the talent show together. And like I said, I did the little Houdini rap, and I wrote something special for this talent show.
Right.
And so, you know, we had to talent show rehearsals, and I think that was the first time I really got out in front of people. And you know, the thing is back then I could write and I would memorize it, you know, as soon as I finished.
I remember those days.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, now I don't remember half of the stuff I wrote, but you know, back then I could write it, and at the end of the period I was out spitting it.
Yeah, I mean, and that I remember you used to do that all the time. You had your whole album memorized, the first album.
No doubt.
And I was like, okay, well, keep on going.
Right,
and sooner or later, it gets further and further away from your memory, you know. And it's crazy because back in the battle rap days, at Sterling, when they used to hunt me down every day, I would write a rap that night, memorize it that night, and come say it the next day, because you had to come with something new. So yeah, but I mean, but you was doing that as recent as maybe 10 years ago. You was still my memory is you know, I ain't got it like that, man. But that's crazy, man. So look now, so you fast forward into the South Park Coalition era, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds weird for me to ask you, so when did you meet me? You know what I'm saying? But you could talk about how we came together and just going to the South Park Coalition induction and things of that nature for the people who don't know. Because like I say, this is one of the first members of South Park Coalition. Now, you got to look at that in perspective, because now we probably over 100 members easy.
Right.
So from 100+ members now in 2019 to maybe a handful, literally a handful back then.
Doubt.
So talk about those early S.P.C. days, if anything you can pull from that.
Man, we used to we'd be beating on the lockers. You know, we find a spot, and, you know, what helped me out is that I was with the Wizard, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to draw the crowd. And so once he drew the crowd, you know, you get in and you get in where you fit in. But, you know, you would always want to go before him, because nobody wanted to go after him, of course. So that's what I would do, man.
But the thing, I saw you from way back in the days.
Right.
always hold your own, you know, regard, because you know, just like I know, a lot of guys get in that circle and they don't get the love. And,
right, no doubt.
I never saw you have no problems in the circle.
Right.
You know, sometimes, because to picture it in y'all's mind that's listening, picture yourself in a school hallway and you just backed into this corner.
Right.
The rappers are backed into the corner and it's a bunch of people just circled around watching them in that corner.
Right.
So it may be 25, 30, 40, 50 people just packed in that circle.
To give you a better idea, it's like, just imagine nowadays, you would think it was a fight over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You would think it was a fight.
Especially after that last line, when they they holler and scream, but everybody don't get that response. So that's what I'm saying. You always held your own in the circle, you know, even because back then everybody at some point you're gonna have to battle somebody.
Right.
I've seen you battle cats before. I've never seen you lose a battle before. So all these things that you were doing back then, it's like you like trying to, well, man, you was right there going through all the progressions and all the steps that any other rapper that came through this game had to come through, because it was, you know, the Wild Wild West.
Right. Everybody was trying to get it back then. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I held my own, you know. I just got out and did what I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When the thing too I like about it, you know, and that goes for all my homies and just anybody that you might not be my homie, but just people I know.
Right.
I like it when people from way back then are still doing it now.
Right.
You know, because people got this thing, this stigma about
age.
Man, about age, and oh man, you doing it.
Right.
Look, skill don't have no age.
Right.
So when you fast forward, I guess in this case we can rewind back to when you did your first solo, because it took you a while to do a solo album. Like, because you look at whether it was me, Nip, Cat, Murder, Dope, whoever, we was dropping albums a long time.
Right.
You was featuring on albums here and there, but you had never dropped a solo yet.
Right.
What made you at that time like just decide I'm not gonna try to just come out with albums the way we was coming out with them back then?
Well, you know, at the time I was trying to get in the business end of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you
know, that's what my main focus was. But like you say, I was doing features. You know, I featured on a few albums, and I felt that I had the talent. So that's when I came out with my first album, which was in 2008, and it was called Long Time Coming.
Right.
And the title, you know,
Perfect Name.
So that's how that turned out. And then I backdoored it with I'ma Finish It a couple years later.
Yeah. And that's what I was going with, because it's like that title was perfect for the scenario, because it was like a long time coming, because any of the members in the South Park Coalition that had never released solos, but they had always been featured, what we would get from the fans always would be, hey man, when is Rapper K coming out with an album? Hey man, is DBX coming out with an album? All the people who wasn't just putting them out consistently. So your name was always one of the names that people would ask about, well, when's he come out with an album? I don't know. You know. But you finally did it, and I think that you know, Dopey had a lot to do with that too.
Yes, he did.
Because at that time he was doing the production.
Right.
He did all the production on it.
He did all the production on my first album.
Yeah. So basically, your whole career at that time, it really came full circle, because you started off kind of with Dopey, and then when you got ready to do your first project, it was with Dope.
It was with Dope. Yeah, man. He produced the whole album, and I was really under the impression that I was just gonna do this album, and you know,
one hit a quitter.
Right. And I was really surprised at the response I got from the album.
Yeah.
You know, and I was also under the impression that I wasn't going to be performing it. I just wanted to just put the album out, and somehow I ended up getting booked for a show to perform.
Yeah.
You know, and that was in Austin. That's where I did my first show in Austin.
Right.
And the turnout was great, and the response was great.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I really got the fever, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it don't take long to figure out, okay, well, you know what? The people feeling me, you know. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, man, because you work so hard on trying to put something out there, and people don't understand how hard it is as an artist. I don't care if you're a rapper, singer, comedian, a politician, whatever the case might be. You putting yourself before the world to be criticized,
right,
to get darts thrown at you,
no
because you think it's good,
But everybody
he think it's good, but it may be somebody else that's just like, man, this is boo-boo, you know?
It's garbage.
And to people take for granted the kind of courage it takes to actually put yourself on the line like that every time, especially in the internet age. Did you ever come across any negative criticism or negative comments that made you be like, whoa, or have you been kind of free of that?
Well, the only negativity I was getting was probably, why you wait so late.
That's positive.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a compliment though, because if depends on the context in which they're asking. Because if they say, well, why
you too old to do this?
If they coming like that, then okay, yeah, that's a negative. But if they coming like, man, you had us waiting all this time, and we glad you found, So I mean, but if people gonna say what they want to say. But if somebody was saying, man, why you wait so late? You too old for this. You ain't even heard the music yet. Right. So, I mean, Smokey Robinson was just out here a few months ago. Diana Ross and all these people still performing. So it's ridiculous for people to have that kind of notion. But we got a call on the line that want to holler at Rapper K. So we're going to take this first call of the night.
All right.
And we're going to get it popping. We got Bobby on the line. What's up, Bobby?
What's up, Bobby?
What's going on, baby?
What's up?
K-Stick ain't shooting no food, but I ain't going to say nothing.
Well, you know what? This show be over at 12, so you can get back with me. We can go hook up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had to show love to the family.
I appreciate you, brother.
All good. All good.
K always been an OG to me in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I've been a positive person, tell somebody the right thing to do.
That's what it is, brother. Thank you.
So, you got to chime in when the OG tell you go and chime in. So, I'm off the road. So, I'm like, man, let me go and chime in.
That's a bet, man. I appreciate you calling in.
That's love, B.
Man, love with y'all, man. You know how it is.
You know it.
Appreciate you, B. You know it's love, man.
Really. We're going to have to link up.
Without a doubt. McGregor Park, baby.
Yeah. That's
what's up, man. My homie Bobby called in, hollering at Rapper K. And we're going to go into that, too, because a lot of people don't know that, you're a freaking professional pool shark around this bad boy, man. And what I get a lot when I go out in public, people either know me from music or they done play basketball with me somewhere.
Right.
So in your case, they're going to know you from the music. They're going to know you from shooting ball, or they're going to know you from shooting pool.
That's right.
So when did you first start shooting pool? Because people don't really understand, man. We had the conversation a lot. This dude is really good at shooting pool. I ain't trying to blow no smoke. I mean, he's like really, really good.
Yeah, He is.
Yeah, I mean, no question. And I've seen too many times where shooting pool and playing dominoes and playing spades are the three things that everybody think they the best in the world at.
Right.
You're going to argue with, if you mention dominoes, everybody going to talk about how they the coldest. Shooting pool, you don't want to see me on that table. Right. Whatever the case might be. But I have seen people have that mentality around you.
Right.
And then once you break, because he breaks real hard, like, blah, he breaks, and it's like, okay, you know what? I see now.
You might have
I can't beat this dude,
Right.
So when did you start shooting pool and really liking to do that?
Man, I started shooting pool when I was 6 years old, man. My grandfather worked on a ranch out in Rocheron, Texas, and we used to go out there every once in a while, and I would get to play pool on the pool table at 6 years old. And I just fell in love with the game, and I started gradually getting better and better. And by the age of 10, I was really playing pretty good. And I recall one night my uncle, they were having a party at a club, and they were getting the club together, and I was there early, and so he would let me play on the table while they were getting the club ready. And once the club got ready to start, he told me that I could shoot as long as I was winning, and I won 9-10 games playing against adults back then. I couldn't have been no more than 10, 11 years old. So that's when I really fell in love and started getting really good at it.
Yeah, man. 'Cause, like I said, I witnessed it, man. I witnessed
it. So when the tricks came about?
Well, that just comes with anything you do, man. You already try to perfect your talent, and then the showing out aspect comes, when you get to play it and you beat somebody with a certain amount of balls on the table, and then you want to show out, with your crowd watching, and that's where you come up with the little tricks, and you know.
So at the age of 6.
Nah.
No. So at the age of 6, you start shooting pool. So at the age of 8, you're already master showing off.
Right, pretty much. Yeah, I really got real good, I think, around 16. You know, and that's when I was, playing quite a bit. I had a table at the house, and I was playing every day. You know, that's what I wanted to do. And I wasn't even making any money back then. You know, I was just playing for the love of it. And I think that's what made me get, as good as I was back then. And then once I started making money, I just took it to another level.
Yeah, like I can make some money off doing it.
Right.
Yeah, and then it's similar to music because it's a craft that you have to practice to get good at.
Right.
You know, and your pool game is unique. It's different from a lot of people. You know, because my daddy was a hustler.
Right.
And I grew up going to cafes and pool halls with him. But I've seen a lot of the best do it. But your pool game is unique because you play so fast. Most people at the pool table, they measure their shot. They got to lean in. They gonna stop, walk around the table, look at it. If you see rapper K shoot pool, he just block next shot, block next. And I mean that's amazing to me because to me you have to have so much concentration to do it.
Your dad pulled me to the side one day after seeing me play, and we as a matter of fact, we went together somewhere, and he watched me play, and he told me, he said, you could be very, very good if you slow down.
Yeah.
I did not take that advice.
Yeah.
And I probably would be much better if I did slow down, but I mean, once I get in my rhythm and know what I need to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's about just that's just your game. You know, I mean, that's how it is. I don't know if it's a right or wrong way.
Right.
If it's effective, because some people play too slow.
Right,
some people like, man, will you hurry up and shoot?
Yeah, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's like, so I mean, it's all different levels to it, man. But people on Facebook Live, they're asking what's the number. The number to call in is 713-526-5738. Shout out to everybody that's checking it out. We got Rapper K in the building of the South Park Coalition live here on K-Rino Radio. Let's talk about the project that you and Sniper did, the very first one, because I think that's one of the best albums that came out of the South Park Coalition, just from under that umbrella.
Right.
And the collaborative effort that y'all put together, you could just tell the chemistry was there.
Man.
And it's crazy because I can think back at that time, I didn't see that album, that project coming. Right. Y'all had did some work with Snipe. I was working with Snipe.
Right.
But that was a dope album.
Yep.
The songs you could tell, were well put together, well thought out, well crafted. The tracks was on point.
Right.
And at one point, y'all were doing a lot of performances together.
Yeah.
So how the idea for you and Snipe to do the album, how'd that come about?
Well, I hooked up with Sniper after a show one night. I knew Sniper, and I had heard him rap. I'd seen him perform. We weren't together, and he asked me would I get on the song with him. And, I agreed. I said, yeah. Send me the track, and we did the song together, and we just meshed. The song was, I don't even remember which one it was, but I really fell in love with the song, and so did he. You know what I'm saying? So he asked, would I do another one? And after, I think we had 4 or 5 songs together, with me featuring on them, we decided to just go ahead and hook up. And I have to say, Sniper is one of my favorite rappers, man. I love his delivery. I love his voice.
Yeah.
I love his style. And, it was just a pleasure to work with him,
And Snipe, and that's how it happens a lot, because sometimes you could just do a feature, you could just do one song, and the song is dope, and the response, it's like, man, that's a lot. Right. So it make you say, well, let's do another one. Let's do
right,
another.
And that's exactly what happened.
And before you know it, it's like, well, we might well do a whole project.
And that's what happened, man.
Because Sniper is, he's multi-talented.
Yeah.
Because he can get down on the mic, he can get down in the booth as far he can get on engineering, the production,
does it all,
and it does it all.
Made my job easier.
Right.
I just had to go in there and rap.
Mine too. Yeah. So shout out to Snipe.
Yes, sir.
Snipe
without a doubt, man. And so when y'all made that project, I just remember y'all doing a bunch of shows together, performing. Anytime we had S.P.C. shows, y'all was doing y'all thing, and y'all always rock the crowd.
Right.
Y'all did a performance as recently as What was the show Blank did
that was,
not too long ago?
On Main Street. I think that was his birthday.
And that was in this past year.
Yes.
So and y'all hadn't did a project in a while. So but y'all bounced back like y'all had never stopped working together.
And we hadn't performed in a minute together. And you know, the performance, I went back and watched it, and man, just the crowd response was great, man. We loved it.
I mean, that's like if any duo get back and Running DMC, they get on stage. Once y'all had that chemistry, you're gonna snap right back into place and instantly just pick up where you left out. It's about just knowing the songs. Right. Still knowing the tracks, man. Is that something that you would want to do again? And do another project with Snipe if it came down to it?
I'm waiting on Snipe now.
Oh, you waiting on him?
I'm officially announcing it. Yes, I'm announcing it right now. Sniper, I am waiting on you.
Yeah.
Send me the tracks. Let's get this work in. Because, you know, we also did an album after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was A1 Music, you know, and the response from that was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if y'all want to hear another Rapper K and Sniper album, you know, hey, just get it out there. Let me know.
Yeah, man, I think that people do want to hear. See, the beautiful thing about the South Park Coalition, we have a loyal, established core audience, and they have love for all of the members. And what happens is people start to fall in love with members within the group, like man, because combination, like we didn't know Rapper K and Sniper did a project together, and now y'all develop a base, a fan base in this little pocket. So once that came out, I'm certain that people was into it and wanted another, because really the proof that it was good was that y'all did another one. It's like in Hollywood, you're not gonna see a sequel if the first one was trash.
Right, no doubt.
You know, so unless you're just doing it for a hobby. By the fact that y'all actually did a second one, lets you know that the first one was dope. Because y'all had people like Zero on the project and just
Charlie Boy, Murder One, and you and
didn't really need none of us on the project. The project could have held its own and stood on its own, even if the features wasn't on there. The features helps the project, but you know, truthfully, that project could have stood alone. You know, like some people depend on features. I gotta have these features. You know? But we got another call on the line, so we'll take this next caller calling in for Rapper K.
Hey.
We got G on the line. What's up, G?
What up, G?
What's going on, man? How y'all brothers doing tonight?
Great. How you doing?
Man, I'm good. So, check this out, man. I got this question for you, man. You know, well, one, you know, I'm glad that you're on the show, but I got this really awesome question in my opinion.
All right.
So, there was a song you guys did called "Oh No."
Okay.
You know, with the Wizard.
Yep.
Wrote the Vandross.
Right.
I heard y'all talk about Sniper.
Yes, sir.
Man, when you did that verse, man, like, what? I don't know if the question's gonna come out right, but what were you thinking? Like, 'cause it's like so freaking amazing, bro, and it's just like what was this guy thinking to come up with that? You know what I mean? Like, do you even remember how that verse came about?
Well, let me say this. Once this song, Sniper brought this song to me, and we knew that we was gonna have the Wizard on it. You know, when you got the Wizard on the song, you got to give it your best. And and then once Wizard reached out to Zero, and we ended up having Zero on the song. Now you know you gotta make it. You know, make it right. So you know what I'm saying. So you don't want to be the weakest link on the song, so I just, you know, tried to hold my own with him.
Yeah, man, and I can tell you this: you held your own and more. You did that, man. Bro. Man, when y'all start talking about Sniper, I'm like, hold up, that was just one track. I had to Google it, though. I ain't gonna lie, I had to Google it. I'm like, that's the one right there. It's Oh No.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. We love to perform that song. We love to perform that song.
Man, G.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Yes,
you know, you're welcome to call anytime, man. We here every Friday, brother.
Man, well, can I get a quick one in for you?
Yeah, no question. It's all love.
Okay, man. Well, I believe you might know me a little bit. You know, G from San Antonio.
Okay.
And, one of my questions for you, brother, would be is, when can we get some more of this art music going?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. We actually get ready to start the third ARC project. It's called Seize the Time, and I just talked to Murder last night about tracks. We gathering tracks and taking beat submissions right now, so we'll start recording that hopefully in February and have it done by the end of February. So it's coming, man. It's gonna be a double CD. You know, you welcome to be a part of it, because it's a community album with artists who care about the community and respect the community. And it's coming, brother. It's called Seize the Time. If you know any producers that want to submit tracks, get at us. Get at us. That's what we do.
Yeah, brother, I surely will, man. I was a part of your first project, man. Not too sure if you remember that. So it's like, it's a blessing for me.
Oh, bro, it's a blessing for us because, you know, you contributed your talents to what we doing, and out of just love and care for what's going on in the community, man. So, no, you definitely, if you put it like this here, the best way to get a spot is simply to want a spot. So if you want a spot, you in, bro. It's all good.
Yes, sir.
Already. Well, God bless you guys, man. I appreciate you all.
God bless you, too. Hit me up, brother. Already. Yeah, man, that's G from San Antonio, man. Calling in to show some love, man. Yes, shout out to the homie Dion Christian. He's checking us out. Hold on. He said, he asked, what song is that? Oh, no. They looking for Oh, No. Tell them where they can find that song.
Oh, No. You can go on YouTube, type in Rapper K, Oh, No, featuring Sniper. Well, I take that back. It's not featuring Sniper. It's Rapper K and Sniper featuring K-Rino and Zero. You can find it there.
No doubt.
Or
man.
you can get the album.
No doubt. And, yeah, and tell them where they can get your music at. You know, we knew that at the end, but I'll be done forgot.
Right.
So tell them right now where they can get any of your music.
Well, of course, you can get it from me. You see me anywhere. I always got my music with me. But you can also go to the S.P.C website and get the music.
What's it called?
Let's talk about the new project. And like Keisto said, run down the titles of your previous albums, and then we'll get into the new one.
All right, the first album was Long Time Coming. That was a solo project. I backdoored with I'ma Finish It, which was my second. And then that's when I hooked up with Sniper. We did I'm All In, which was the third. The fourth was A1 Music. And my latest project is I'm From Houston.
And all of this music is available physical and digital?
Physical and digital. Yes,
where can they get it on the digital platforms?
On the digital platforms, you can
like iTunes?
Yeah, iTunes and okay. Just Google it. You Google it and it'll pop up.
You put it up and you'll find it,
That's
man.
Right.
Well, let's talk about the new one.
Yes, sir.
The new project, because you just released a brand new project. A lot of people may not be aware of that. They may not be familiar with it.
Right.
Tell everybody about the new album, the title of it, and just what motivated you to get back in the lab and give us another one.
Well, I was doing a few songs with a brother by the name of Abdul Mack, and he produces tracks and he does beats. And I was working with him, and I had done quite a few songs with him, and that's really how it came about. I looked up and I had enough to put an album out. You know what I'm saying? I got with a few other guys and got some tracks, and we did a click song, and the name of the title track of the album is I'm From Houston.
Yeah, man. Perfect, man. Perfect. Yeah. Just repping for the city.
No doubt.
And it's crazy because that title, that's a title that we probably wouldn't have heard an artist name his project 30 years ago.
Right.
Because it was always this big thing
New
about,
York.
we country and all that.
Right.
So that was a sense of pride to name the album.
Right.
I'm From Houston, but it is a title track too, also, though, right?
That's the very first song on the album.
Right. So so how many tracks on the project?
15 total.
So you got 15 songs on the album in a day where a lot of artists are just really cheating the game and not giving y'all much to choose from. 15 tracks is a lot. It's a overabundance.
Over a lot.
Yeah, it's an overabundance. People don't do that no more. People sneak out a hot 10.
Right.
If you're lucky, you get 12 or 13. Right. But we come from a different
era,
school.
Right.
We come from a different mind frame where it's like, I know my theory back in the days was I want to at least give you $1 a song. You know. So, but now if you catch him in the streets and you break him off 10, you getting 5 extra tracks.
Right, no doubt.
What's your favorite song on the new album?
I'd have to say I'm From Houston, but the click song, man. I got everybody on the click song.
Right,
man.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? So I really like the click song, man.
And keeping in that tradition, because Southpaw Coalition is known for the click songs.
Yes.
If you go all the way back to Point Blank, Slip It to Coma,
Right.
Gangsta Nip, Rough Brothers from South Park, just
Right.
all the great click songs. Murder Script with Klondike Cat, Murder One have had several, I've had several.
Right.
It just, even Greek, Rhyme for Your Life,
Rhyme
man.
for
We
Your
just think
Life.
about all of the great click songs.
Yeah.
That's another thing that you still keep that tradition of the S.P.C. way, like we gonna still
Right,
do these,
right,
cause
right.
I ain't gonna lie, I done got lazy in my old age. I don't do the click songs as much no more because it's a headache. You gotta try to track down
Find
all
people,
the rappers
right,
and
right.
wait. These days you gotta wait for them to send their verse in.
Right,
Everybody ain't coming to the lab, so
Right.
just a salute just to do a click song in 2019, man. Straight
Everybody I
up.
reached out to, you know, they showed love, and I really appreciate it. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's for OG to OG. They gotta show love. It's like, okay, hold on, who did this rapper K?
Right.
I gotta do it. You know,
Right.
everybody knows what it is, man. Straight up, man. Oh, and quick shout out to Father Time. I ain't forgot you on your click song, man. I
Yeah,
know you.
I just left.
I know you've been mad
I
at
just
me.
knocked him out. I just knocked him out.
He listening and waiting.
Yeah, I know. Don't you put that album out without me, man. I'm telling you right now. We got another caller calling in to holler at rapper K Main.
Hey.
We got the homie. Looks like OG Crooner is on the line.
Before we put him on, it's something special, man. It's a jazz musician that's trying to get in the rap game with Rapper K.
Okay, that's who's on the line right now?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, OG Crooner.
It's okay, Crooner, but that's cool, OG.
It's okay, my bad.
Yeah, it's like okay, O and the K.
You'll be an OG one day. You keep doing it.
Right.
I was just wondering if you ever thought about like collaborating with like a jazz artist, because I can rhyme, man, and I can do like what Bono did with Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I can do that all day long, man. That smooth crooning. And I thought that might be cool with a local artist. I'm from H-Town myself.
Okay.
But if you want to check me out on YouTube, it's OKCROONER. And that's my stage name, but I can write rap too.
Okay.
I don't rap, but I can croon, man.
Okay, that's
Big
what's
time.
up. That's what's up. Well, look, reach out to me on Facebook. I don't know if we Facebook friends, but reach out to me, and
Okay.
and we gonna set something up, and we gonna get some work in.
Okay, and check me out on YouTube, and you can see how smooth I can croon, man. I can do it.
I definitely will
Let's
check
do
you out.
something together, my friend.
I definitely
Let's
will
do
check you out.
something. All right.
All right, appreciate
Thank you
calling.
so much for calling. Hey, look, man, it's K-Rino Radio where we bring people together, man. You know, it's like y'all might have just heard the beginnings of a collaboration, you know. But I'm going to tell you, okay, I keep calling him OG for some reason. Okay, Crooner, we gonna check you out now.
Right.
You know,
Right.
we gonna be very honest with you.
right.
So,
Definitely.
you know, you showed a lot of onions to call in and say. So we hope you got something, man. We go and look, and the way we get down, like if Rapper K like it, he'll work with you.
Oh, no doubt.
Plain and simple.
No doubt.
He will work with you. It's not gonna be like, oh man, you know, we ain't just running our mouth up here.
No.
Straight up,
That's
because we
what's
just
up.
like to make good music, man. Straight up. We here with Rapper K
Hey.
of the Southpaw Coalition right here on K-Rino Radio. I want to throw in real quick because Murder gave me a sheet of paper before I walked in, and
Most definitely.
it's in my face, so before I forget, LJ is the name, and they have an open mic that they do on Sundays.
Well, every fourth Sunday. I'm
Every
sorry.
fourth Sunday, okay. And that's Ogun, Wine, and Art. Drop the mic first. 920 Studemont, right here in Houston. And every fourth Sunday,
Every fourth.
what time do they start?
That's a good question. I think they start at like 8.
About 8 o'clock. So an open mic, basically, y'all know what the business is. Whether you sing, juggle, you got a dancing monkey, whatever you do.
Forward, active,
whatever.
Also active, and she also said that if, like what we do with ARC, if we want to come out there and announce it, we're welcome to come do that also.
Oh, good. We appreciate that a lot. Let me see, LJ. My initial game is real weak tonight, man. I got to read the paper, man. Straight up, man. But we are here with Rapper K,
Yes, sir.
the S.P.C. OG. So check this out. So the new project.
Yeah.
I'm from Houston. What are your plans with it, right? Because I know it just came out. It's been out a few months.
Right.
So you have any plans, any shows coming up, anything you're doing to push the project? What's your plan on for us getting it out there? Because a lot of people may not even know you just dropped nothing new.
Right, yeah. You know, it seems like when I first dropped, you know, the shows was coming, you know, but it's been real slow. You know, like you said, a lot of people don't know it's out. So I appreciate you having me on here to get the word out. And I'm ready to get it in. I'm ready to work.
Yeah, no question, man. Because that's the lifespan of a project. It comes out, the buzz is big, everybody gets the fan base, and it's always a challenge to keep the buzz going, to keep everybody on top of it. And I don't talk like I'm the expert. I'm just trying to figure it out myself. But one of the ways to do it, of course, in this day and age, is through social media and all that. You know, because Lil Troy said this years ago, if everybody who knew you about your album, you'd be
all right.
You'd be rich.
I remember that right today.
You'd be rich, you know. And we just have to put that onus on each other, you know, to make sure that, hey, man, look, hey, man, buy my album.
Right, exactly.
I got a question for Rapper K.
Yes, sir.
As going through time, you know, when you first get in it and got that hunger in the game, you just ready to write at all times, just to spit so boys can hear you spit.
Right.
So what is the motivation in 2019 for you to just get down and write?
The motivation is that I'm doing it not necessarily for the money. I'm doing it for the love of the craft. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll sit up and just write just to be writing, you know. But when people reach out to me and want to work, you know, I'm ready to go because, you know, I've been doing it for over half my life now, you know, so that's what keeps me going.
And I got this one more question. You know, me and K old head, so he always say, are you still using the pen and the paper?
You reading your rhymes off the iPhone?
Man, that's the one thing I can say, that I have stepped into the new style on my phone, man. I get it on my phone, man. If my phone crashed right now, I'm going to lose 4 or 5 songs that's already ready.
Crying around
yeah, no doubt.
You know what? And then that's to ask you this question, too, because an artist has been doing it as long as you've been doing it.
Right.
When people do reach out to you about doing a feature, like I know if somebody reach out to me about a feature, I know they're going to probably could be my son or my daughter.
Right.
That make you feel good to know that this younger generation, cats in their 20s, is reaching out to you and say, man, I want you on my project.
Yeah, man, that is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like you say, we have a set fan base, you know, but when I hear the younger guys come around and say, man, you got something, you know, that's just, I love that. I love to hear it from the new, you know, the younger guys that's still rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, and that bridges a gap because it lets people know that, like we said earlier, it's not about how long you've been doing it.
Right.
Because I think that it's a lot, obviously, that they can learn from us, but we take for granted what we can learn from them.
Right.
And we tend to have this mentality like, oh man, these young boys, they
ain't doing right.
Yeah, right. And so that automatically creates a resentment in their mind because they're gonna say, oh well, y'all old dudes ain't doing nothing either.
Right.
But to be in a position where you have these younger artists that will contact you and ask you, hey, Rapper K, man, how much you charge for a verse? Or, hey, man, I got this song I think I can hear you on.
Right.
That's proof that music is universal.
Right.
Just good music just transcends all of the age demographics and all that other crap, man.
Right.
So yeah, so that's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing. 713-526-5738. We are in here with Rapper K of the South Park Coalition, and it's going down, man. Look, now here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. I know that you've done a lot of shows with me. You've done a lot of shows with Sniper.
Right.
It's with the new project out, do you have any plans or any desire to just get up there and do a solo performance? It's been a while since you did one. You know,
because I was rocking with Sniper so long,
man.
It's been I can't remember the last time I was on stage by myself.
Yeah.
Is
that something you want to do again, or you like it don't matter either way, or what? Because I think it'd be cool. You know, I think it'd be cool. You know, because it's basically about just getting up there and just doing some of your favorite stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be real cool. But I mean, I ain't your manager.
Right. But you know what? I mean, I would be open to that. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I hadn't done it in a while. I'm so used to seeing Sniper on my right or my left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or being up there with you, you know, in Murder. So to get up by myself would probably be something, you know, that I'd be.
It'll bring a cool. Like I said, I ain't trying to influence you or nothing. I'm just saying, that's my personal thing. I think that'd be a cool look to do.
Well, hook it up
and just bring it. Yeah, hey, look, I got the album, the 4-piece album release coming soon, so I'll put you on the spot. You know,
what's up.
If it come down to it, man. You know, so but seriously though, man. I mean, a lot of things that you talk about in your songs too also have a lot of social relevance too, and I don't think a lot of people know that. You know, we make songs, we have fun and all that, but a lot of the songs that you make are songs talk about real life situations,
no doubt.
and I don't think we went into that. We just talked about the origins, but kind of tell people the type of rap that you do and that you prefer, or the different concepts and topics that you like to cover.
Well, anything I do is gonna be positive. I'm not going to get up and rap about anything negative. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get up and basically just...
Because you don't even have a lot of cussing on your project.
I mean, I don't feel that you have to curse on every line to get your point across.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and then you got, like, people that have their youngsters listening to your music.
Right, you know. My mom can listen to my music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was going to say, because
I can't say that.
Well, we know, man. Look, I got to ask my mama, can I listen to your music?
Right.
But the thing, too, is like even older people can buy your music.
Right.
Because if they could be 60-something years old, they can buy your music because not necessarily because of the lack of profanity, but because of the content. Because of what you're talking about is something that's relatable to them, but it's also relatable to people in your age group and younger. Is that something you tried to do, or just kind of evolved? That's my personality. Or
well,
what?
you know, if I'm not,
hey man, I don't want to cut you short, but
you just did.
Hey man, it's something awesome going to happen in about a second.
Okay, well, I hope what's a meteorite finna hit the planet or something?
Something similar to that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep asking the question, and then we'll cross that road when we get to it.
All right. Well, I just feel that anything I do needs to be positive, and you know, I don't rap about anything negative, and if it is a negative song, it is gonna have a positive spin at the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I'm not rapping about selling no drugs or killing folk on every song, you know, my car. If it can't help you, then I have no business, you know, even rapping about it.
And the song, hold on, time out.
Wow.
Time out. Hold on, man. See, look, this live. Come get right. Come slip right up in here in the scene right here, man.
What's going on, Sam?
Say, look, we've been saying free K-Water all this time,
sir.
And now K-Water is free.
Oh wow,
free K-Water, brother. K-Water, man.
K-Water's in the building,
and he's in the building, man. You know, what's up, boy?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? I've been down there in the prison system listening to my brother every Friday night. So I told myself I had to surprise him because he didn't know I was getting out today. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me go ahead and surprise my brother today. You know what I'm saying? Just to pop up on the scene. Man. And so for the song, go ahead and give him a present today. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to do today. You know what I'm saying?
Look, hold on, man. Yeah. We screaming free K-Water.
Yeah.
And K-Water is free. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was coming home soon, but I didn't know today.
Today is the day.
But man, we glad, man. Look, look.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring you on the show next week.
Right. That come fast,
straight
too,
up.
Hey, you haven't gone that long, man. Technology is still the same.
Hey, what's up, brother? Welcome home, my man. Glad to see you, brother.
K-Water.
Glad to see you.
The Rapper K interview just took a great
wonderful turn. And that was worth interrupting for. You know what I mean? Hey.
What a family show.
That's right.
Free K-Water. K-Water is out, man. Y'all see y'all looking at him right now. This ain't no 2016 video. Y'all know this live, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Y'all shout out to my brother K Water, man. Straight up, man.
I'm in the building, man. No I had to give him a surprise, y'all.
Hey, man, I'm happy.
Hey, I'm glad I caught it first. The cameras are so great around here, man.
Right.
I'm about to.
All right, brother.
Hold tight.
Hey, man, love you, man.
Hold
glad
tight.
Home, bro.
Hold tight. K Water, don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Hold tight. I'm gonna be out there in a minute.
Yeah. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
Shout out to Reg, man. You know, I'm getting emotional up in here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
It's all good. You know, look, hey, Rapper K used to whoop K Watt on the pool table, man. You know, it is what it is, man.
We're going to have that reunion, too. Hey.
No question, man. Look, man, my little bro been locked up for a while, y'all. You know, y'all hear me shouting him out, you know, every week on the show. Right. So he surprised me with a
wonderful surprise.
Blessed release, man. Blessed release, man. Rapper K is still in the building,
yes,
man.
Sir.
You
yes,
know,
sir.
and we glad to have my brother up in here with us,
no
man,
doubt.
right here on K-Rino Radio.
No
so
doubt.
check this out. Tell us what plans you got, if any, moving forward, and what you getting ready to do is for not just musically, you know, anything else that you might have going on or that you working with. I know you've been doing your family thing. I know you got your queen in here, you got D in here.
No doubt.
And she we gonna bring her on the show because she got a lot of stuff going on as well.
Man. I've been just doing the family thing, man, and working and, you know, just trying to be here, man, trying to, you know, exercise and be healthy.
Yeah,
you know
no
I mean?
question, no question.
Right.
And we could touch on that, and if you want to.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, you know, and I see you on the line, DJ Rec. We're gonna get to you in a second. Rapper K, what was that? 2014 had a health scare when we was playing ball.
Right.
And he ended up having a heart situation and had to have a procedure done. And the beautiful thing about it now is that if nobody had seen you in that time frame, they wouldn't even know that you had went through that because you overcame it and are dealing with it in the way you're dealing with it now, and still basically he does everything he used to do. We just don't let him hoop no more.
Do not let me hoop, right?
You know, so you want to talk about that just a little bit and maybe give somebody some inspiration who might be kind of going through similar?
Yeah, well, you know, when I first had the scare, you know, back in 2014, and I had to get a defibrillator, you know, and I thought it was really a death wish, you know what I'm saying? I thought that, you know, I wasn't going to be here long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I ran into a guy that has had his defibrillator for like 30-something years. I didn't know that they had them that long.
Right.
And he basically told me that, you know, it's like a backup plan. You know, if somebody that doesn't have one has a heart attack or whatever, you know, they got to get to some paddles. You know what I'm saying? But with me, I got a backup plan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, man, when you're getting up in age, man, you got to go get yourself checked out. You know what I'm saying? So this happened at the gym. I had no idea that I was, you know, going through it, and you know, it's for the grace of God that you know, we caught it in time, and still here to talk about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, because like I said, I was there.
Yeah,
I was like, man, did he fall down or something? You thought you slipped or something, and it just goes to show, because even though we working out every day, but it could still be some underlying that we don't know about that might could cause something. So just an encouragement. But they seeing you right now, and like I said, they wouldn't even know. You're not walking around decrepit and struggling and badly getting by. You still as active and doing everything except hooping, you know, even though he snuck out there recently. But it's just something. And shout out to Q and everybody at Fundy, you know, who held it down, you know, during that time. You know, it's a beautiful thing to be able to overcome something like that. It's a beautiful thing to be able to come, and that's what we try to deal with, because life is full of challenges. It's full of physical challenges, mental, emotional, health, financial. All these different things come into play when you're going through this journey, and only the strong make it through. Like my brother K Water, he just went through a trial.
No doubt.
That's a trial to have to give that time out of your life and then be placed into a unfamiliar environment like that that you never been in, and you got to make it through that. And now he on our side standing here doing his thing. You know, a lot of people can attest to that, you know. So it's just a blessing, man. Real quick, before we go, because we got about 3 or 4 minutes, I got to make sure to mention that tomorrow is going to be a rally for the young baby Jasmine Barnes, the 7-year-old who was killed by the white supremacists who just randomly pulled up on a car with her and her family in it and started shooting into the car. And he ended up killing this baby, man, 7 years old. And the last information I got was that there was a composite sketch out on the guy, and people are saying they caught him, whatever. I don't know if that's true. If somebody can confirm that, let me know. But either way, we'll be having a rally tomorrow at 12 noon in the Walmart parking lot at 5655 East Sam Houston Parkway. That's 5655 East Sam Houston Parkway in the Walmart parking lot at 12 p.m. If you care about the community, if you care about our babies being targeted out here, black people being targeted, because the same time last year there was another shooting of this brother. Luckily he survived around the same exact time, random, a similar way. So we figuring that this is connected. Could have been the same person, but we want to get out here in these streets and let these fools know that we ain't going for that. We ain't taking that. So if they had a line outside for the Jordans, the new Jordans was coming out, y'all would be there. Right. If one of these rappers was performing, y'all would be there. But for something that's relating to our children and our babies and violence in our community, and being targeted like that, we need to be there the same way. Okay. Plain and simple. We're going to get DJ Rec before we close out. Go ahead. Let's get him in now. What up, Rec? Okay. What up, Rec? What's going on? You got about 1 minute, my brother, to holler at Rapper K.
Hey, I'll make it quick, man. I couldn't think of a better platform. You got Rapper K on tonight.
Hey,
I had a fire 5 years ago. I lost everything.
Yes.
And you were one of the people, Keith, that showed up that night.
That's right.
And gave me some jackets and shoes for me and my son to wear, and I never really properly thanked you, man.
That's
one of the things about South Park Coalition people don't know is the humanity. It's more than just the music, man. It's a movement,
Right, no doubt.
But appreciate y'all, man. K-Water, glad you're out, man, and hope to see a lot of people out there tomorrow for support the cause.
No doubt. God bless you, bro.
Appreciate that, Dougie. Doug.
I'm out.
Already. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. And again, Rapper K, man,
yes,
my brother. We thank you for coming through,
thank
man.
You for having me, bro.
It was long overdue.
No doubt.
To get my homie in, and we would definitely do it again. I want to shout out to everybody, man, that tuned in, everybody that called in to show support to Rapper K.
Hey.
Give them your social media info one more time so they can know where to catch up with you at.
You can reach me at Rapper K South S.P.C. on Facebook.
And Cliche just said, "What's up, Rapper K?"
Hey, what's up, sis?
Already, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to K-Rino Radio. We will see y'all again.
That's right.
We ain't got to say free K-Water no more. It is what it is, man. Shout out to D. Shout out to Keystone No Regret Media. Shout out to the homie Murder One, man. One love, your big brother K-Rino. Peace out.
That thing worked real good, too. Keisha, y'all been hearing him on the radio.
What's up, K?
I've been hearing you on the radio, man. I've been hearing you on the radio.
Yeah, we're going to get you right.
Sorry for your loss, too.
Oh, man, appreciate it. Yeah. We was out there. We went to your thing.
Oh,
yeah. Up there to support, man, like how it's supposed to be. Man, I'm glad to see you free, though. Yeah. There you go.
And if you wasn't supporting,
and we're going to document the whole thing. And we're going to put it in their face. We're going to document the whole thing, put it in their face. There you go.
My big thing is just remind me.
Remember when y'all was doing the thing, so I'm just getting back home. So some of the stuff, my terminology ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But on how y'all was doing for people to pay money.
The pledge drive.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that was down there that they wanted to give the pledge drive out of their own commissary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Out of their own commissary. Now these people, they ain't even got the, they looking for people to give them money so they can make commissary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these people was trying to figure out ways to get the money off their books.
Right.
To do the pledge drive, you know what I'm saying? That was serious, you know what I'm saying?
And fools that's out here, my bad, fools that's out here free ain't even pledging. I crazy that. Yeah.
For real. And that was some serious stuff. When I sat back and looked at that, I'm like, man, even myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, how can I give some money And you know what I'm saying? I'm locked up with a 10-year sentence. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked up. How can I get some money to give for the pledge drive? People filling out, you know, what is called the slips out of
Take money off your books.
Yeah, when you take money off your books to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and do something, you know what I'm saying? People trying to figure out ways to do that to try to get money to KPFT, you know what I'm saying? But these are prisoners trying to give money to the location, you know what I'm saying? That's powerful, man.
Yeah, man.
That's powerful. You know what I'm saying? That's very powerful, you know what I'm saying?
Platform, because I like I said, I can just imagine just, you know, that's something they look forward to.
Yeah.
Just sit there and hear these shows.
Yeah.
And people out here thinking about it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's talking about it and thinking about it. And like I say, I know the prison show, they do it big. You know?
A lot of people listen to the prison show.
Exactly.
But don't think not now one time to when they listen to that prison show and that lady or that dude that's on, I don't know the name, so excuse me, you know what I'm saying? And when they say, well, it's time for K-Rino. It's time for the K-Rino show, you know, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't think now one time that those people are taking their headphones off and tuning out. Yeah. They still got them headphones on, still jamming, I mean, still listening to KPFT, you know what I'm saying? Listening for K-Rino radio, you know what I'm saying? And then they always get excited when they hear the intro. They hear the intro, I'm all the way on the other side, and they all the way on the other side, but I'm listening to them,
Hold up.
they like, man, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's something very powerful, man. And I'm glad to where I can be here to let, you know what I'm saying, my brothers know, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we glad you're here, you know, I mean, this is big. Y'all can see my brother K-Water.
For real.
Is free from captivity, man. You know, outside, the release from the belly of the beast, man. He's standing here with us right now. This ain't no digital enhancement.
No special effects.
It's real life. Real life, man.
For real.
Oh man, my camera died.
And you know, all praise due to Allah. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man.
Really do.